Gentlehem, what your mem hanum. Time is up. O sit bizarre and what woman cano. Wafa, my uncle and I fear the one cat and some people or nano pay. Some more, right?
Okay. The work on in someone or my ba and I not paying up persona a day a bremo. Young for daily guide who work at no and shall say or say Nana who force storm in this day celebration. And or they pennyfway and funny abba va the gentle giant who no many ajo. I'm a party share. Now, okay, Natalia was share. The child tiger, the chichi, and the Kutana Ghana flag. Daily guide front page, and round here. I want to and at my penny, the immediate pass. And I could forward so in chain. Now, F say pennyful me no, Ghana independence celebration of the Dano. One so Eddie or morning yam equity. I said, you believe has my penny for bresso. Hey, na, you see, don't know, cross or I said, and Bias, there be, ye be na, not just our cock, and I just say, a coy or the man, and for me, no echo, unya daily guy front page now, and come a pa. GS backtracks on non payroll staff sacking. But radio TV gets results.
Of course.
As be by, you know. I say isumpa okay say omoba
ai din komo bebre
teachers ne ba baba ko no te afi de oh my goodness me ameto na afi na me ye bibia enye eno akrata ye free mampani atan to the Ghana Education Service abachire say wo mo a ede krata ama omo say omo nko fie no e say ensakraya abemu ene say obia mfa na appointment letter mra also mba hanom ka kire say Yama appointment letter. Now, fe now they be call origin chrono ya pusu wono. No akọ district akọ hekuro do corner chese vacancy ho. So chira de ho a. Now fe wo declare free on wa district. Now district ya ba regional. Afe na ne de wo kọ. Me do tia out to payroll so. Do you want to go time about 3-6 months akra no. Now they ma payroll so. Ti dia ba ne se obi an for appointment letter mra. Now the license exams. National service BIA
certificates, license exams, national service, NFA, friends appointment letter. Never 9 weeks and no more.
What do we in our corners BIA come there? I think we are making progress.
Of course, yes. Yankawa hand may be a beer, and that resource now a pimon right. Massive fire explosion kills 3. We are awesome. They see what appear to know. I'm saying, yes, you be a film. Cry
a dynamite create you.
Aye, now I don't know. It's a bravo. Over. I'm not saying I make us yes, you be a film. Nanti Ghana BBC, I bet committee. Don't go ye human no famra. We are, sir. Dynamite, and no, a jacka. As I'm guessing, it's what the num, you came out in the moa. You are quite fast for a day, you bought home by. He says, oh, here, may more. His son say, Ubia yedi opintino. Maybe I'm home by. And no be any jato mu and ra ewo. Udumase, Konongo heya, and I'm so ma enipa miensa, Omahiron kwa munya daily guide. We and so our front page stories have to so account. Right, me uncle the Daily Dispatch na yemfa eno en twaso e hanuma. The yacho when said we've saved 95% of the estimated 20 million Ghana cedis budget. President Mahama enra ewo Independence Day celebration ase ena odi to Ghana no pay ya boss say budget e be to nanim na che say 20 million Ghana cedis enya 200 billion sikada no. Hey, Ghana Buska say, you know, was he a save 95% within 2-3 hours in here? That's it will okay, no say Debbie. It will you know was save 95%. 95% of that amount, no. Free matches say 1.5. 1.5. I need the okay. I know man penny and some of the two jar ever ho enonom. Ye call a year as se honman. Yatro SM agreed with Akufo-Addo's request to step down as majority leader to avoid an implosion
in the MPP Chairman Sabonsu mo ko opposition na chino sentia o free majority leader position no na watchim say na Dankwah Kufuado na edeba say be ya calmness ebeba MPP munti na tranchen as majority leader no say onino adwene odo party no na man no step down.
You can say on step down as go baby so o say na omo pese sano, so he had to resign.
So whichever it is, I know how. See, I agree with the request. It was a request.
Yes, the catch
say, Masa.
Either you step down,
and I say,
we kick you out.
Oh, how be I say you are Asia Kunya. Penison Trahom in Asia Kunya. There be or the position.
Did it help? Wow.
Ha. Of a long discussion.
Parliamentary front.
Yes.
And also yes,
that is another thing. And I never be one of Chesenka. No, why? Ka intimi NC. And no, right. You call a yes, Rohan Maya Trosem Hammer visit Volta tidal waves victims. And Raya Boss so beko and Rampa Okoye. Na Okoye no Okohe and order. I had the finance minister saying, Minimia. Omo ento ban ensi ban sebe ya eye epono se de twa manfo so e displace omo no omo enka honsem enye ono nko eye Gavins Kwame Agbaja ono so ekobi na Ibrahim Hama ono so ekopiem obi omo nyina akoye womo a enei eye epono ama omo enya baby entra no onkoye omo adoye.
Yemfa the Ghanaian publisher Kuwakrata na yede etwaso o say minority leader tells Parliament, stop Mohammed's lawless conduct now. We someone Alexander Finyo Maakye or Kafa and no I'm said dismiss yeah there costly hen or the court to your parliament said there be one guy chairman penny I didn't no good so or yet right. General strips presidency naked says 100 ministers are on payroll. Madam go sell video no my just a quick
or listed and Senra or your bon ha no list we communication ko kan na be de ko be eduenu
but mo time say sanity
say and say who say and na na mean politicians na grudi no
because apart from Nana there so many ministers
no so staffers
portfolios were there all these portfolios were there.
The issue of our country as it relates that Mahama has formed
politicians.
He has formed arguably one of the biggest or largest governments in the history of our country as it relates to the cost on the national exchequer. Why do I say this? Take for example, the president has appointed Dr. Valerie Soya as senior presidential advisor in charge of government affairs. Her rank is a cabinet minister who doubles as a member of parliament. So her salary, her emolument, conditions of service, everything to do with her office is at the same rank as a cabinet minister who doubles as a member of parliament. The Speaker, he's appointed a presidential advisor on economy, appointed presidential advisor for 24-hour economy, presidential advisor in special aid to the president, presidential advisor on national anti-corruption program, presidential advisor on diaspora affairs. Mr. Speaker, he goes on to appoint presidential advisor, presidential staffer, and special aid to the vice president, presidential staffer for Black Star Experience, and then presidential staffer for diaspora affairs. Then you go.
But so almost do almost listen ba.
Aye.
Not yet so almost time no na say.
So we know and I say in the course of the week, the car said they won't take more than 300 staffers. And no go to Kufuor so take 336 staffers. They won't go beyond 300. And say Lino, these two friends and political parties and your more buying. Ghana for is there for you to judge.
The
corona.
Ministers now.
We are no you are
we also time as communication specialist. We say you don't want the last out in Inca. We now deal with a communication specialist, communication consultant. Because he surprise you vice president
Osin no kuro Osin no kuro Osin oye nkrofo bi ne ba ho no no kuja omo ho
na ne ba ho nti okuja omo
no kuja omo Osin no kuro
masa yeda sepa I'll say EBLF to champion mental health inclusivity we napo hokafo Dr. Matubekro me hokafo fa to no so pa say mental health the year Fedi Paya Junimono, Yahan was Sempanyanka. It's a regional GJ files closer of Esewani Radio. Na Samjata George, Minister for Communication. Nymphoni daha also radio stations be 6 say close to the down it's a GJ force that Esewani Radio there Unya ko akrata the Ghanaian publisher we so ewum
Bianfa the custodian and entwaso na custodian na yacho abugina po exposes Mahama overlaying government scam no na yedi kan aka ho ensem ewo ha afei ma yenko na afei yenhwe ehoro na enei obehwe na afei kojo pon kroma nimfoni edaha na wacho se program baako definitions bebri and also egu aseha we kojo pon kroma and Mox NDC on 24-hour economy also muntimi enchire wuye mpi e magana fo hu se yenhwe se we na concrete obi a okwan ofaso wo chirim enti enei sa ban beba na odi ehye hum ne ham no komra no nche 24-hour economy no mu emu eye Oktober Kroma ensema odi atu edwa enso ewo ho eno no afei your mass dismissal pose serious security risk afei your markings tells terminator Mahama eno so yedi kan aboso ewo honom se onhwe na onhwe onni hu adwuma afei Jospon group the eno ewo ho Ghana Gold Board is a serious error in judgment eno so eda paper no enso enim Raza Kojo Opoku ena otrosa ensem no
Mamemfa the metro lens ko waka tanon to so ha na me hu nananom bia omo bukuntunkunu na kojan enso gu omukom na baako ehye akotade na omugunsa omuyi apai ocheman no osumutala straighter comment on JB Dankwah sparks outrage in Ocheman also na sem rashabodwem na omo discuss it kra na omo discuss ya so I'm say
JB Dankwah ne day no omo eulogize no
na omo di ne ho dance rashabodwem kwa ya JB Dankwah mo fa so boa ya e kire Kwame Nkrumah ko fa no ba ya obeti CPP nya fa ho die no mo kana mutala ma ka say JB Dankwah no traitor ono aso ayi Judas no ono na sa ko yi Ghana emaye na so ma Kwame Nkrumah kura chiri CIF betu no na JB Dankwah semo kan na nanum say hey aferi was in kawe almost omonti ase kura tinra na nanum akoyi apaye say JB Dankwah pa dwuma ye ma Ghana me so metro lens ho asem ne kan eniema pa JB Dankwah ye ma Ghana na enya bibi enso anyina ye a na ese ne din tin nanum akoyi apaye sa semwa JB Dankwah kan ye no
Mutala
Muhammad Kafa JB Dankwah hono na nanu munsumbi na omo
Ghana for you anyway
Metro Lens publication provokes ministerial action on Ofanko Nsamo road conditions Keodi say Accra road na no ne kan wasem ha na efre Ofanko de bansa hom kwan na also ye biempa because us ye wi a ebema eho nante ayefe pa say said de kwan na ye no se uduru ho sisi a ukwa Accra na wo ba na wo bedu sa place na
said de be yo enya asem kuma
easy
as road minister akoka ho asem
said de hwa ye pa
was what taxium so mon hwe no mu nidwuma ewo ho na said de ekọ na emfata Ghana where the major me fan say
to be very frank with you me who project a Ghana in the timeline to so you see where they we apart from baby and mother unita former first lady Rebecca obeye wo konfanochi
say no enye aban oyo no the project into on the to so
but Ghana by pa de because akwan mu be hu se hu skada ho it's a record time
say come we
but do na say dey see biem na so afie de traffic wo the outskirts of Accra, the free chronom the Uramono.
So concrete pa na se could do before 5. I could do before 5. Traffic be a bit chuono. As I would do cry. Friends saying Pukuasi Hormon. And yes, some
cried a fin of now ba ya na be too more. When your quantity on a bed of remains. Now ya quadruple say ye both sides in a ye. Saturday come on your back one side of
Nanka Castle and Fast.
Castle and Fast. By now, come over one side. Nanka move to the other side. No, my name be an name of Greece, so young Tam, as they would do on more. Arrow. The Gambia turns to Justfront Group for waste management solution. I would say Justfront Group of companies, almost more recycling of waste in the other. Gambia force there be ye be. Mumbrahana, Gambia Hano, if you are many, and Yagro. Come on, Penny, John Dramani Mama Fumini, and so I was see her. Was self-reliance versus aid. President Mahama critiques inconsistencies. Se Ghana ye di ho so na se ya ho boa so ya kwankro ene se ye di ho koto obi so sa afi so a wono na ompe kakra mre yen budget a ebe ye si wi a se Ghana ye be gene ti sei foreign assistance e be ba so ye sei ansa na etimi ya so yen ti di ode bra ka se da bi menya fa ma ena mampene se yen ya ye be di ho so ne ye be da ye ho so e ho bi bibia be so yen I said that I copy Mwano. I said Ghana, Yanko Yanimda. I said that me can ha. Say Ghana beyond aid. Not the buyer. Fantastic policy. Yeah. You could see say. Anye. I go see. Your mama and sobe on also can the same thing say. It mean Twaswa and Caseda ya copy more free baby diaba. The question is that bane you bit me aye. Now my feed the ye who say there be o minor. You would be here ye. Ibetimi anya sika o mem heya ne de aboye ho bra mampani aka ho asem se tumi ni kura no minim se e woso ye ho adwuma esen se ode na no e be kan sa aka unya ko wakrate ya nyina ewom afi labor minister partners JICA to tackle child labor and this for toss me no Japanese International Development Corporation one more enomne minister so for ya also e be apedi ho nsem so no we di ho nkomo se kwan fa so a enkwara se kom ko school when be a omo eye enkutu dwuma kwan fa so a ebekotu ase wonya the metro lensa we nyina ewo
me fa the National Enquirer emfa entoaso na eho enomampani nimfoni eda wabo ne fufu kama enra womra na o address nation on the 68th anniversary of Ghana and odiato say President Mahama pleads Boko for peace. So mama sumdwe emra Boko ene nempotem enchirimanti eno ayensama epie enso wo pepa no enso enim. We are poised to implement outcomes of economic dialogue. Mida boss on also ensama wode atoya se nema omokodwendwe ho na mienu ewo the economic dialogue no o se de epie mu nyina no omo ede ebeye adwuma eno ewa Chebi Mafia orchestrated my removal as majority leader Chairman Sabunsu. Enquiry on also caption or the ebaye enso enono NFA GS orders validation of revoked appointment by March 14th and also the kind akaho ensem ewa any other stories in a PO paper no any.
Remember the Hawk enwi the Hawk just 21 million sourcing scam Mahama says enough. The year can yao. I was a project to be on more here pa. I see the competitive tender. Now you who do bit my year at the Abua Mino. By any year, so ye pentimino, certificate of emergency, so sourcing at the Amasunesi. Yeah. So other politicians know you. The year juice, you know, or so emergency, yet the amount you be a tender crown with me abem and was in boom. Go back at us 1.3 billion up in smoke. As Cocoa Board fails to deliver 333,000 tons. You can't want some of that. Say Ghana ye cocoa no, a year of forward sales. Forward sales nature say, I feel a better cocoa. In Serbia, Ibenya 800 metric tons. Nia coca charabro from say, cocoa a debeba fini. It won't hear say, scale this me here 20,000. Malam, there be a Yaniscano.
Okay.
No, your contract say you buy better 20,000 at a cost of beer $3,000 per ton. Near the invoices, no, ye invoice in we are near the comma banks. No, Mabusian say, you call no, ye bet enough, you know, or more betuni. no mo ton wa ebenya sei ti mai bosia sei ni enkotomra omutua ni abetua eti woni nipa na koye apam se mebrew 20,000 tons of cocoa at a cost of 3,000 eti ye to cocoa obo no kura wontumi nkoka chense osesa bo no afra se do wa na wose ye de kono ye ntimi amfani nyina anko eka 333,000 metric tons ya fe ni supply ba cocoa obo no so apeja cost $7,000 tini e pa o eti ena ne ye ton a kakoko kwafo benya skapa ba ya towe ti omo a yakogye universe omo charge 2,000 omo na yeyi
ai asemu wofa
eti ebe ma sika Ghana ye be hwere eye $1.3 billion in the cocoa sector south for sales no the aboye ewomuno no nyako wakrate ya anyway Akufo-Addo lied about 13,000 kilometers of roads we hwan na eka roads minister omo eneka sasemi se na now so 13,000 kilometers of roads okaya the omo person omo kire ne se baby ho kwan no wodada ene kodwudwure so na ye de asphalt valley o so ye buy 13,000 we nyina ewom ye fancy.
All right. Now, answer. My messages in the kakra na for ba videos na kana abebo e de amam. 68 years of freedom, unity and progress. One for doing and for amma. Ono enso e de odiaba no. We say teacher kujo tepa enyina susu. If President Mahama claims he has reduced the celebration of Independence Day to 1.5 million Ghana cedis ayiko, however, we would like to know how much was spent on economic dialogue and the parliamentary orientation held in Ho. The money spent on these two functions could have been used to provide relief items to people who are victims of the tidal waves in the NDC stronghold. Greetings to Chairman Odenho Kweku Apia. We a teacher Kujo Tepa and Samuel Jagri Ewo Kunsu Ahafwano Southwest. Good morning, Keori. It is my prayer that Almighty God should give former President Nana Addo a long life to witness good governance. God bless His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC government. Please ask Nana Addo for me. Why is he not traveling with his chair around again? Okay. Also, Edia Ode Abre Ne Anope and in fact, President Mahama and the Education Minister are listening people. The U-turn of sacking of teachers show they should do the necessary investigations and allow them to go back to the classroom. Thank you for listening, government. Sir Kabis, our new Dubiasi Zongo, and Ode We Abraham. Masawud El Kumasi Bantu, happy Independence Day to all citizens of Ghana. Ghana, we mark 68 years of freedom, but we still live in hardship and debt. Let's change our ways of doing things, right, to make Ghana a better place for us. Let's come together and raise good leaders, but not corrupt politicians. Long live Ghana. All right. And also, Edia Ode Abrayene Anope Enono. We say Capital Gosumenshia. It is clear that JDM and the NDC has disappointed Ghanaians because they said they are coming to offer us 24-hour economy. But now, what do we see? Sacking of people from their workplaces, not just people, citizens that as the change Ghanaians voted for. A question regards to Nyantechi Kofi Prince, aka or Pimso, incoming MPP have and also Edia Ode Abrayene Anope. Evangelist Abel Kankam Bwedum, aka Teacher Bonti Ewa Santia Chima for us. Good morning, Mr. Kiri. Tell Wafa Kofi that it's all about what His Excellency Mahama promised to cut down the cost that allows Honorable Jinapo to come out with the list. Big ups to Chief Inspector Lion of Diasi Police Station. Nti yase Mahama na koka na seminti waya miemfo bia be for no Lawrence Boacheke Buche was senior Sorin Kwanta near Unity Oil Filling Station. In my perspective, the current arrangement for independence celebration is likely to cause erosion of the national bonding and then identity. The old arrangement is better than the current one. Okay. And also, Edia Ode Abre and Anope and the rest, you can keep them coming on 0551599933. 0551599933. Fame Young Kona Fee, Yenshare a year and summer a course so enrap or the 68th anniversary of Ghana's independence. A war a year. Jubilee House. Niankohe Omanpenin and Samam Wadi Etudra and so Ewoho. Or shall say Edin Sam Ahodo Edi Etudra. Or shall say from Boko Saboko Fono Emma Asundri and Rayento Omanpenin on the peace of Boko.
My brothers and My brothers and sisters, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah understood the essence of unity, not only in Ghana but on the entire African continent, when he said, and I quote, "The forces that unite us are inherently and far greater than the divisions imposed upon us." In the spirit of unity and brotherhood that this independence represents, I wish to speak directly to you, my brothers and sisters, in Boko and everywhere in our land where conflict is raging. I do not speak as president, but as your son and brother, in whose hands you have entrusted a solemn duty. The people of Boko and other areas, it is time for lasting peace to prevail. Our children deserve to inherit a peaceful land where their dreams are nurtured, not where their nightmares are relived. They deserve to inherit a land where our markets are bustling with trade, not tension and conflict. They deserve to inherit schools that echo with learning and not melancholy. Let us not be swayed by division, mistrust, and the weight of past injuries. Let us give renewal of friendship a chance. Let us give peace a chance.
Right, we are His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on the conflict ekoso ewo Boko Sabre ekase de so e de aton for 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. na eno na amafo betima na mabonten eno na waka ho ensem se yema asumdwe entra yema se be ye nchima eba no enso betimi nya asumdwe na omo etimi abo wo mo ebra afi mienko onamampani e de nsem todwa ewo enei eye costa ana budget de betu nanim efa independence celebration no eho independence day celebration ho na enei costa wakati yegotie omampani eka e de efa ho.
A few years ago, the previous administration also implemented reforms, deciding to rotate the hosting of Independence Day celebrations among the regions of our country. This initiative was intended to bring the celebration closer to all our people. Unfortunately, this year we are constrained not only to interrupt the celebrations rotation amongst the regions, but also to hold it on a scaled-down version here at the forecourt of the presidency instead of the traditional Black Star Square. This is necessary considering the economic crisis our nation is currently experiencing. Large-scale celebrations often come with significant logistical, security, and infrastructure costs, which strain the national budget. By reducing the scale of the event, we wish to demonstrate a commitment to fiscal responsibility and the efficient use of our limited resources. Fiscal prudence has become imperative for navigating the severe economic crisis that has recently confronted our country. The state spent 15 million Ghana cedis on last year's celebration in Koforidua and spent 13.7 million cedis on the previous year's celebration in Ho in the Volta region. This year, we received estimates of at least 20 million Ghana cedis for holding the event at the Independence Square on the same scale as the previous years. In a year when we are calling on all to sacrifice, including workers who have graciously accepted a base pay adjustment far below the rate of inflation, it is unconscionable to spend that kind of money on a few hours of celebration. Today's event would save us 95% of the estimated cost of the event.
We Omampene His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on the costs that have been saved because of budget over let's say at least 20 million Ghana cedis and what is about 1.5 95% of the cost no ya save. Osan edit to just say edu independence ya modern fe yenkai legacy ya building yenyasi yebu bubu that we build on our fortunes and also some Omampene and so edi etudwa. And so,
3 years of independence, we celebrated offshore gas and oil and gas discovery. It was a moment of great optimism, promising a new era of economic transformation and attracting significant investments into Ghana's petroleum sector. However, in recent years, poor choices have stunted our prospects and left us reeling from serious challenges. This stark reality, far from dampening our spirits, must spur us on to strive for rapid development. For if our forebears, armed with far less, did not permit their backs to be broken by a repressive and exploitative colonial administration representing an imperial power, how can we, their progenies, armed with far more, despair in the face of these challenges? Rather than perpetually decrying our failures, every anniversary of our independence must present an opportunity for us to account for the legacy we're building for our next generation. We of this generation are merely custodians of this country and resources. They are entrusted to us to manage them wisely today for the generation of tomorrow. These independence anniversaries must therefore be a moment of reflection, not on what we have done for ourselves, but on how well we have stewarded national assets for those we will hand them over to in the future.
We, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and somebody to Yafei of free independence a celebration as say and ordinary extreme a war a Volta region and in Potem no more tidal waves a displace your mono Omampeni a cover city or mono the and some ahodo and so a 2 gram yanko nafi yanko here and some bia a coso oh
assessment, and they're giving us a comprehensive report of what is happening here. 51 households have been affected and 300 people have been displaced, and 80 meters of the coastline has been washed away. Now, when Chief was speaking, he touched on what the issue is. We started a sea defense project called Blekusu Phase 1. The feasibility study was also done for Blekusu Phase 2, and the understanding was that when the contractor finishes Phase 1, he will continue with Phase 2. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. So the project ended at Phase 1. Government did not provide funding to continue Phase 2. Phase 2 would have covered Agaveji, Salakope, Adina, and Amotino. And so that basically is the problem. The feasibility study is ready, the design is ready. We just have to allocate the funding so that the project will start. Happily, the finance minister next week is going to present the budget. So I'm going to ask the finance minister to include funding to start Phase 2 of the Blekusu Sea Defense project. Before we came here, we went to the resettlement project that I believe or I've heard is being financed by Ghana Gas. I don't think the project was well thought through. The work is shoddy, and even the area where the resettlement is being built is a flood area. And so if it floods, it will affect those buildings too. And so those buildings are not fit for purpose. There are two things we need to do. Start the building of the Phase 2 of the defense wall, but at the same time, resettle those whose houses have been affected. In the meantime, to alleviate the plight of those who have been affected, we've brought some items to be distributed to those who have been displaced. The items are from 3 sources. One, our brother.
We, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Omra Kosra, Wamwa, Po Strocheno, Etmi, a Yome free baby, Omotie, na Omunya baby, Entian, and Sama, or the Echo 2 gram, and so, and so, I don't know. Right, so these are some of the things we're going to talk about this morning. Our side and main topic, and they are 2 gram say, na fe ye di, and who Ejumanum, ha. So far, Erabana fe, Yadomu, Esconia, and Semni Ebia, Aba Abetu, but the kind of to just say a Peasant Farmers Association Eddie and Sama to just say a buying emanani and co agriculture on a bit me aboa ema inflation, food inflation and I say importer ye cocoa for about $2 billion afibia de banom so a betty over issues no but before that no me yankwa homa no so mransa na yenkodi enkomo ato Kwabena ewo ahoma no so yekodi nkomo na ono na enra ye ka na chi se wonko na onko kova womo a omo free amanfo aman so aba womo abaji ekuru yi akenten so omo na makwan so womo invade a street baby ani se womo tra kwan mo fa so womo bo mo bra no kra no hygienically emwa atokwamna ewo ahoma no so ato good morning
Kewedi
na boko de
Kewedi nyame ko fa boy ho ba ma de pa chen kwan de ye won kwa
muni adwuma so
ye medase
boy nkomai wona otu anamo na okoy nim so ye hu se mo firi madio so mo firi Niger o so mo firi hi o ye nim bebi o mo firi wo enabo amo epo epini wo mo boy nkomo ene ma hunu ye ene anamo a otu ye no ma yentiu
yo Kewedi medase se ebia obi ti ya na pen obi onim asem kra ye beka ye ka enimpaku bi a omufri eye obi man so abaye man Ghana ma yesu se dwumade bi omudi no enso ani na emwa omayi na Kewedi eno amede mani chirem o Santas run about na do Santas run about ya say na eye nini faso wo no obeduna maiwe bi ejinjina wa omagugu man afre na omama me so ete eye edan bi ho na nkwada no ene ekomatiko na nkwara no mo sisika se eba se ebia obi etwam a boza nkwala yi na omasomu ana mabo attack sa kise ebia baba mu sika ansa na omatumi agyawo ema watumi akọ se ekoba se nkwala yi ba wonche na o sha atade fufu a ke de we musu bi aso atade ne mu no obakọ adu kakra bo se chete mo san fi nyina no atumi ayi watade ma ba bi apesa okọ no untumi enko asa nkofo yi obi ni bia poti a omo free enu amene Ghana fo ni bi ekasa mo chese ebi free Mali ebi free Cote d'Ivoire ena omo begu oman mu a omo di sa adwuma no na enye honko a okosam run about so a sankofo yi ebi esan e wo ha se Ghana ni etwam a no mbona attack okọ amokom traffic one so a sa enipakuo yi aye komo asemi so no odu a ebi go ha omo so no se ka ejina na nkwada yi akọ eye ka na nchen na omo sesre eye Ghana fo a etwam ade ewo ho na Kewedi apart from say omo sre Ghana fo ade no enye no nko a bia maame no omo te no most omo the politin back ase ho na nkwada no age omo nan agum to omo je omo na agum a instead nka omo pe baby ana omo ba ko to atwene eye janabia so no omo ntontwene janabia so obo so omo jai na omo de atowa na omo sore na omo ko ni sezum na yefo ambepra ade be chi no se wo se politin back bi da ho na fa ne se bia obi na etwam no wajana jafade bi ato na ko na kofa obebie mu no eye janabia sa eye enkofo ye komo asem ena omo ina no omo di sa adwuma no Kewedi eno aproba a me bona sentimental ya no me kwamokom ekongu se enkofo ebi wo ho me firi ho me ba eye Santas run about eso be hu se ebi wo ho ena me san eba eye so run about eso ko hu se enkofo ebi san wo ho eno achi no so obakwa che center so a kwacha center ni na so a omo se omo chetewa omo maame fo ndi omo chetefom ena nkwada no na o makomaguma omo jinjina aye ka ho a omo sesra de ho na ba bi poti ya Kewedi omo fridie enam ze nkofo no okopiri omo na pese omo di nkoma a omo nkan Ghana kasa na omo kasa nkwan sa nya French onti kasa poti ya omo ka ndi o kasa no ho a eno an so ogina na wo hwe wanim saa eno a wo de hwe fonyi a me de bae na wo hwe nipa dodo a omo twam ankwada yi bona attack se sebe omo apadwuma bi di amawo no musika shobutum ile bi a omo agi a ya no wosem yenim de mpanifo ya ka ya fa ho yenim de mpanifo ka de afa ho saa de we bi di nkan kosom na me kai se abadada wo twam no ese se omo edom komukurum obi nim kwan ya sankofo boyi esa fa so amelo kasai omo sa begu Ghana omo se sika enu achi no so no omo san eye nwura edegu oma wemu na omo ma eji omo nan edegu street so o ye ma Ghana mu Kewedi okosami a apoba ka me koye no ene ne ma hodo a me hu ye no na metwe ho mfoni e de a chere sempenifo antu anamo ezankofo yi ya sanfo ma nkwade a Kewedi ebe bibi fo kwa oma wemu
Yerika di omako ena enei omo asan aba nti obebusa se ekwan ben na omo fa so bai ne se ECOWAS ewo eye free movement of people within the region and also eka ho be but enu se mra e wo ye man mu hanoma eno embo anase emma kwan se sabi akwala oko school ebegina kwan ho anase ebegina kwan ho kra na ya asresre na oko amakom ade woni chem e wo soame ye ode woni achem e wo santase ne ehunhu ye a ode atudwei passengers na anase womo a womnam kwan ho na woni omudi nkomo no de ensem bi na omuka
eno a Ghana for ndie ha omupa se ohwe akwada ebi ofiri mfihye ba miensa ebi obeye enan ebi obeye num ne wakoso kwa na ebi a wo bi abeye dubaako anu asan kwada na nkohu omo enti se kewodi minyini se da wotumi ko amanfo aman so a bo Ghana fo a omatu bata akotara ho a maame ne trase na papa ana maame awo ne ba kotuwati ko se onkodo ko se ade menye hwe se bi a ofiri Ghana ha na akwa ye ku ahwe enwa hia na unya bi wo ho but Ghana ha de kewodi ade ekoso Ghana for ne ha omo na so omo hu ba bi amfa asam ne mfa enti bi a ne pai Kessben ya so mu na bi atempedefo be hu se sankofo we ba mo ba ha se no enye kwa fa so because menyini se wutu kwan afro man so aba Ghana wadwuma obaye no nka cheta obetena kwa obesesra de anase wo de oba o ma me obetena se na waka oba atiko se wonko na woni ehyen enkodi asie because wo hwete ehyen no eba boss akware dibnika wo gina ehyen no ho wo de nsa bobo gas no se ne be ya enimpa na wotikare mu e manisika e ro wosem na koso ma ha because du busa me ya de me ko hwene no apart from ni kwala na ye ni kumase no nyasem gotwa koche center nchemu ho ko na kwala mu jomo nan mu jomo nan gata no mu jomo nam de atika tene mu o ma jiska wie na me Ghana ni ma hu ni mobo asamba ni ska na wo de koto bia ni adi awie no nwa se jane na de agu kwan wo se me sa me pra ene ekoso
ato Kwabena yemfonsia yebeda se yebeti ebe picking from here na fe yedi ehu adwuma na yahwe se yetie mamu na se eye invasion se yedien yo yebehwe ho ensem na yedi ho kom yebe cause ahodo be yebehwe security implications awo ho na yahwe other issues on se Africa and as a West Africa, ECOWAS, that a free movement of people within the region. Ningan say a boa ama a dreadie any investment, any labor mobility etimi akoso. Na yenise my Ghana, any of my BM so yewo a emra womwa yede ebo ekrono eho ban. Other na Ghana de akoye bibia ewo ho. Yemra no na emu emre anase sen yentimi emma mra no enya adwuma se de wo se eye na ye jano sa because our implications bebre our health implications our security implications our educational implications our enyama hudo bebre ya enano pay ye benya daje na ye wremu na ya hwe dofsufo ye bedin komo alcohol immigration form kwan be na ya di omo ba ya omo san afaso omo ba de metie minim I stand for corrections say omo passport no bi ho ani atro occupation ya cho friends and beggar obi oye beggar there obey the one definitely obegina kwa ho and was I don't know how true but that is the story I've heard said one more a passport no ya tro mu say na dwuma oye ne se osesra de nti on de oba so oba be sesra de bebi obegina bia obesra de no ya obenya no no but the eye ahom tie ewom ene say bia so mo de mo fa ho so ya kwada o so ye pani o so ye hwan o ye hu wa na etaka o kwa bia be fa so a obegis me hu obi a wagina obi anim a one man kwa man na move se ni bakro wo sika se wonni sika so to botom na isika ede masa nkrofoi na afei womo enso ekodi ebi na ya hero bi ho no papa panin ena ya chinegina ho no ma omo jejana anim a achese omo man kwan ekura na papa yi etimi etuni nan ede akọ enti immigration for minim se omo ba ye boda no ade those strict se enei ebi akwan omo faso aba no kwan omo anase information omo de ba no eno ho dwuma eno mbedi ewo ye man Ghana mu hanma bumase ade almost everywhere womo ashita bebia na enkwadan ketwa ebi nkwadan ketwa be 3 to 5 years ena enei womo ekọ umako jina kwa ho ka eba se ebefa ne naso se ebebo no emfa ne ho de hian se ka na ba be jina ho na enei wakako jina ho na wogiska enra mi hu ba ko bi banager bone nan no I don't know se ebia se ka na bonus whatever but still oda so jina kwa no ho no a wogiska na se wo sesiska e ho no eba enye se sika obidi ma ena ebia ye ne ya because yesuma esum krache se so otumema ade ana wo cha ade ba ekwan kro mo faso a wo mo eye no na ho ena eya problem no ewo sabi obehwe na ebia wase watade bia wo call baabi na ebia wo to kamu na sabi o akwada be gira ho na ne nsa ho fin nya so obakora na se bia wo be ye no ordinance count me unim whatever is with the people whatever it is na ebia wa faniema e de ekofie na so wa fa yade bi kura de kofie empayifre wo Ghana hanom what steps are we taking to address this situation and am obeng na ye to a ye betime e de tu sa ne ma mini samo mo komase de mentime nkanko baby metime aka komase de omo ahia sankrofo bebre etu da bi a na so omo baka no ho kra ebi e de amrefe eru omo glass no e de kosoro because they don't want to have this contact encounter with these people and ho enkro ne ba ye be nkomo ne ya hwe se ye jai sankrofo ya no mutena ye memu ha womo anya education omo enya proper source of income bia na omo nyini a security wise saying enete emma ye man Ghana. That is one thing we must look at. Ye be hwe ne say ya na fei abanyini abadane ye so asem and as a saying ena ye kano the authorities involved should rise up. Anya bia ye wo mra e wo Ghana hanoma e ba se emma amanfo enyina kwa ho ensrehre ade. Are we working? Are we using those laws? Are we implementing them to the letter? And I said, do baby, na ya gum. And nay, se when mu eyebi, no mu jina kwa ho SSS car. O man pen, and I saw on my Ghana ni eko jina kwa no Jesus car. Obetumi akwa pamono ana. And I saw betumi akwa yinu every one man na. Emrano e wo de du omo. These are issues and concerns we are raising this morning. Say the authorities that are involved, and sorry, not yem put two things in order. And yes, sir, ebedu babino, ebejin semu, ebedu babino, ebejin semu, environmental wise, and what your environment because the atukwam na di tudwa say. Omutimi eja omanai wo babia omutimi ja ewo babia obekopole de bag ni acheche na de baby wutranye ye na na akobọ asabon ko a emma ye street no so enye akono. And we need our streets to be enya kono sebe betimi aboama ye man Ghana so etimi akoso ewo honom. There are a lot of issues that are going on our street. Apart from when there are other people so honom a womo ensonam street ne so a they don't help. Ebi obehwe na bia so eda ne kon ho na wonam ohia wa na ogis one man bia atembi obedi wo no enya asem kuma ase de obi ayeska aye adwuma edi agu obi botom se wonye na eye kakra maba abeje ho ensem ho me yakọ na yakodi enkomo edi afasa ensem kura on the security wise the security aspect and Dr. Siddiq Educhum on your security analyst and as a security expert akodi enkomo edi afa. Doc, good morning.
Good morning.
Na minister mpomu bokode. Nyamiadum yes yo hu ye pa. Doc, minim say when you encounter with these foreigners here, yeah na mu jeja kwa hu pay when you be da.
Yes, I think I'm a main chair with you for answer. Of course, I mean, if you drive on the streets of Accra, you see a lot of things. I'm sure it's an attitude, and especially when it comes to the capital. So you see, so yes.
Doc, I don't know. What will you say to do that? It's an issue.
Generally, when about issues of child safety, in terms of child right, or says generally this act, and also in the NYA ecosono, any other say, oh, they are the dangers that it poses in terms of even Akwara Nankasa ne tibia offer issues around child protection and not expose Akwara to a lot of dangers. So in itself entirety, there and I think there are laws in this country. I'm saying some few years back, there was a sweep. Most of these people are almost the various neighboring countries. Ghana for but mostly you see neighboring countries like Niger and the rest. All of them come, and you could see there it's actually a business. So there are some people you see for a period. In fact, who drive around between Achimota Forest, Kadeba, Fajoli, main traffic lights on side on that we have a lot. Mostly you have volumes of traffic there. Because so you see, and we will be our clients are now monitor these people are more such. It's about you will not even see them, or you see their numbers may reduce it, and then at that times you will see more of them there. So it's like a seasonal kind of business people are doing. Until some time back there was a sweep, and then most of them were also arrested, and then some of them were not taken back. But you see, because of also the ECOWAS movement and how we want to integrate and all of those things, very difficult, and sometimes tracing to know Nepal call that is the Nepal final destination. We need to know. You see, it also borders on immigration system. How efficient are the immigration issues in terms of because we have porous borders in most of this, of course, they will not pass through a airport. And share porous border nature we go on more for the main places are everything as can you proper data the final destination of some of these people. And so these are the issues, but generally it is not something as I say yes also. Now and I'm gonna so no nyamisu and the banks and but the more we give, that the more they remain there. So maybe sometimes we also need to be a little bit very pragmatic, to see some of these things it does not really order well.
We are kind of saying, security wise, does it have any implications? Say, my baby Gumusan, what implications, Biana?
You see, the activities of violent extremism and how some youth have been radicalized and used for perpetrating the activities of violent extremism. There was some places. I remember one dream said, you want to know at what point in time, as halfway Democrat, and the Abeba said they even belong, or some of them belong. And at what point in time could we experience maybe attack on a road, for instance? Because if some of the children, and some of them are a little bit of age, na Sebekafache, Abase, Sanipano, or Nipa, or Penny, or Nijanokano, they are all part of that system. You can tell. And such activity is just to create fear and panic. And to say, Abase, if there is some sort of, let's say, explosion at a particular place, like me using Jolu. I don't know if you know Jolu very well. If you royal a Fiesta Royal anymore, you can see the traffic to me cheaper. So supposing that some of these children or those who are of age, and I say, or more penny for some of them have been radicalized, and then they have that intention and the intent to commit those kind of things. How are we going to be able to detect?
I see.
You see, so it has, apart from that, danger, it also had other implications. We have also seen that sometimes some of the children, they've grown to the point of even sometimes attacking people in traffic. Yes, that some of them have they've lived the street life. So one, they are also prone to this criminal activities. But we are saying it is not even so good for their own safety. But sometimes you may not know, and I'm saying that they become this trying to snatch phones in traffic, doing all those kind of things. And if you don't take time, some can even, then they can become danger to road users. You see, danger in one aspect, they can attack you. The other aspect, sometimes they are crisscrossing. If you knock somebody down right now, you are in problem.
Yeah.
You see, the issue of road safety is one aspect. Issue of immigration, in terms of who is coming and where they are going, what they are coming to do, and we'll say another thing. And then the larger focus idea, these people sometimes can be used for some of these attacks, as we have seen elsewhere. As a people, in terms of, especially when it comes to the police and the national security, maybe they can work with immigration, work with road safety, and other, relevant agencies, so that we'll see in terms of international relations.
Okay.
So if you pick your now, yes, sample, you are coming from Burkina, you are coming from Niger, you are coming from Togo, you are coming from whatever. Then you I think in time past, those were some of the things that were done. So I'm sure we should be able to, and then protect them, because they're under our own laws and under the ECOWAS protocols. Once they are also in your country, you also have a certain responsibility towards them. So if something should happen to them, or something untoward should happen to them, it's a problem. It is all about that, what we call that bilateral relations that we have in terms of whatever with framework that we have for ourselves as a people. We need to, and then protect these children. Their protection is also very important.
What can I say, Doctor? My answer from this angle. Our rules in this country, are they so relaxed? Or how do we balance our rules as against the ECOWAS protocols and strength? How do we balance them? Because look, as I say, a bit me buafa so.
I think it's a bouquet of issues. One, and commercial from road safety aspect. What the rules and regulations say when it comes to even some time back, more hockey even traffic mukrano. Na Koba says and good for their own life. We needed to sack them off. But you see, we're doing compensation. Because and sometimes even the political meanings we read into distance and why, especially when it comes to these issues, political dimension. And I'm talking about internally, because I mentioned the hawkers. The far political lines are able to say, now, about foreigners, what we need to do is that of course, most of the countries have their offices here, and it is intelligence gathering. More crimes, which country are they coming from? Then we can have some conversation with embassy or consulate here, and then see how best they can be taken care of. Either say don't call back, and say if they have to integrate them into the system, what they themselves can do, and then maybe together with the host nation, which is Ghana, what can be done for these people, and then also educating them to know the dangers are and the issue. So I wouldn't say that the laws are so relaxed or whatever, but it is sometimes also our nature. When we say, oh, Ghana for more and but for the whole week, I'm sure that you will start rethinking of what you are doing, and then perhaps find something proper to do. So if you can better, I'm saying no better. I'm saying, and I'm going to my group now. Sometimes it's very, 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 excuse me, it's very annoying because it's like mommy, papa, baby. I mean, it's so awful. I mean, it's not pleasant at all. Like I'm saying, if and you adoma I'm running you in what I say. It comes with road safety should I think National Road Safety Authority to be able to work with maybe social welfare, then they can do something about it. So if we cannot take all of them off, I mean, we should be able to mitigate it by reducing the numbers and also intensify awareness creation and then also sensitize the people.
The okay, the manaya dicey, do we find these people in other countries, especially in ECOWAS countries, Nana?
Well, but sometimes it's you even in developed countries, but sometimes you see people almost in a chance in the name, I mean, we see they resort to some of these things against, get some many but it looks like it's also a business for some people.
Okay.
And yes, when you go to other countries, I think that I remember when I was in Congo, I mean, if you travel within the cities of Kinshasa, yes, of course, you see some of the things, but say main streets like Sunny that one, I would say Manchester because they were almost road network in Ankasate. Anyhow, sometimes the police they behave. When you get to Kinshasa, then you may not see somebody even hawking on the main street, but the side bars, you see some of these people also flying. So it's an issue which is not peculiar to Ghana, but as a people, we just need to ensure that, especially in road safety regulations, is functioning well, and then how we can, help these people as well. Get them off this because see the dangers are just too much. I mean, Anajo, Anopai, I mean, they are there sometimes. Who use the road, you may not even know, what can happen. So we have to, as a matter of agency. And I think that currently, National Road Safety Authority, something should be done about some of the things. And even our brothers who walk, maybe not for and Sikai, and near more traffic. Yeah, because Christmas, for in Accra especially, some of the traffic entries, we saw some of the things coming back. That is a real danger to road users.
Yeah.
Because you may not know who is selling that cutlass, who is selling that bumbia. I dream when it's only not saying, and sometimes in the traffic between actually. Now, when you're careful, not baby, I want to they can easily attack you.
Yeah.
Or because between me, if you cry a cool traffic, or be a kuma banana, but you cry a kushimo bisic and cry this probe. It is such kind of trade, Can we do? I see. So all this is something, but generally, I do my quan. I quite to say, yes, Tati Bibina, yeah. Everyone's at the corner, I do, the beer is free. And NCC for a very long time, it's like they are not doing anything. You can't feel the presence of NCC. I think for within the last 3 years, they've been so focused on conducting research on violent extremism, terrorism. They are competing with people up north here and there. But even when they have done that, you can even really see the way we used to know NCC. Now, a cinematography kind of information services because of social media, but I'm telling you that has more effect than even social media. And see, sometimes we need to revise some of the old ways now. Na papa no na ye to me the na ye cheche na obi ono ma oje ono nkwa no ebe ya waje nse onim danger ojina ho in terms of dangers no but be ko no onim
hwe
no in a way onim hwe we need to teach them. And then you see, like I'm saying, this hawking issues, Abaywa will be Akodadano. So Banka Obenya Jumai, Obedu Hanum, there's nothing. Then he or she finds himself on the road trying to do something, or Mombekini or glass. I mean, all these things is a problem that we really need to find a solution to.
Dr. Sadiq Edichum, Nano Pekes, whenever that's see our time when you're at the Mayan. Right. So we went to listen to Dr. Sadiq Edichum, a security expert, on these threats. Let me put it that way. Say a threat to say a day or more flaxy a year so na padan kitten near bo near pro baba laji na fakakratum uni bikura so pebi na udi etum over na minti wansana yaba na naho
on say issue we asemo ehia pa na sele na woka no say yantaka ne ntemo a ebaje nsemo ebi say ade bo e hyase a na enipa no esua kakra na edoso onim say Ghana ye mbrantem pa ba se mbra no be ye adwuma no
honi asemo no
say onim say pragya ene abobo yai pragya especially to me bia ni oso mo fanipa we are we
pragya na
this is not licensed to pick passengers
ye dey say amanfo na mo eni krata to me krata bia say am fanipa
it's not licensed to pick passengers.
So why are they allowed right at the full glare of a law enforcement? They be yejuma at their full glare.
You have moto ye ko prage na fa nipa na kunya accident muntie ne yepa utim na ka bi ko pem na bufa so no wu a wo kwa unya insurance
ya ni ho
because a nigga na mbrem say license ade we never fa nipa right allow amene omunam kromu a abu in fact me ko fa tafu road na jubi
o fa ne obenu ho
omo ba che so omo kire wo se wo ka no konchen yo
wo traffic regulations nko amodi adwuma wo mo any traffic regulation piaso
so wo pe driving license what do you do
what driving school
Kessben driving school
yes
ya chira car no bibia onam wo sori adopon light we aso a de se oye na wi a wako ama license for atese wani ye do wako driving test ye bibia wi ansa na license no enko ya ma learner's license
okay learner's license
na after some time no
ama temporary
bibia wi a ya ma o won ka pragya no hefa no mko bi but I'm a small boy 14 15
who's the police for buso license so
ni ato bi ama no otwi
I see
it wono ba bia traffic light aso red see nyina no wono no hu de ntie se wono no kura pagyan ogina tinu ai den otwam ye ja ma sade we yakoso amene o ma choku system no de ye kan sa na ti o o mi ase no mo ba kakra because some years back and a chat a computer be me see ho na kakra baaye e kire o mu nyina ko back sa nkola we die e sha ase kakra now o mo doso so o mo doso pa wo street na mo ka bibi fa ECOWAS protocol on free movement of goods and services one ka tell say e adwuma
enye adwuma of enye adwuma
see afane ma wo ha say o ko Nigeria never what will happen to you on the border
adan ye de ne de I relax
say protocol protocol on say international treaty ne ye a e o say country no wo rectify no adopt
okay
eti o pa e na agi to mo pa o fanya den enye adwuma
enti ya kan sa keke
eti other countries no fanya adwuma
yo
me ne o mo so ntoma kura ton ade ntoma wo kuma se ne nkrai me ba ko di ko wo so free nije na nije you dare not carry something to sell
but how do you wait to be the
about it fa bibi na ntia bonte se so wo ton
anyway
but on ba e free o timi e bibi ope sa koto ECOWAS protocol 1979 and on adopt to ECOWAS protocol free movement of goods and people
okay
na sa free movement no phase 1 kire se nipa no oba man no mu a our 3 months to stay just 3 months 3 months no so a I was here near ratify who say dia oba so obeye no
and one way
mra wa ho kwan se timi near man residence and some after another third phase no I feel the man permits on your day
okay
it we more move ubusa won say how many months o me dey Kwabena on faso muro mo mba
nobody knows
it will be because of ECOWAS protocol on free movement of people enye djuma ha me na make us opa you want you say utwam akotogo Benin uduru wa you say free kwa diko o ma kwa ma
debi make us ye Cote d'Ivoire about through 3 years ago na you do border gina honum for almost 2 hours yeah file passport mra what passport fa Ghana card bra na yenhwe so ni bia you won't be allowed dem makwan wako
enti omo de omo fa sa protocol na ye adwuma na say o kai say Nigeria for block o ga border say omo ma Ghana for ekofa ne ma ba omo de free e ko nyina obi antimi
yes
Nigeria no ECOWAS no enye nya no omo ka betasi
anyway
and you hide behind certain things to check our responsibilities ade a was ye no yenye now before then Mama can't say Ghana, Cramra, Maakye, so big abonti was srade.
Emra, Maakye
Ghana, so big nas abonti.
Obejina abonti.
Debbie, no was against the law. Your Mra Ghana, a Beggars and Destitute Act, 1969.
Okay.
NLCD 392.
Okay.
Section 21, HRSA. Any person found begging and any person wandering or placing himself in a premises or a place for the purpose of begging may be arrested by the police officer without a warrant and shall be liable on conviction.
Ti se wo srade no police ni wo ho kwan so wo chew no de ko gina se ne bia ne di wasem
it will hear warrant so sade wa police for ba Ghana had the Beggars and Destitute Act no kire say so who se wo gina kwan ba bi what's right now we are positioned to try to solicit so what's right there as a pussy chill yeah do court yeah microphone be ye nchewomo and I'm Friday from they say they are taking over that market do bedru no basa ma me na mu no what
automatic baby
we jane man me ensan nan no say wo mu no mu nkojade and we are looking on saying say ECOWAS protocol of free movement of people we mo kwala we no wo ye kwala we mu kopie Nigeria na Ivory Coast a e ba mo kwa say o mo na ma mountain no say sade of course country you mo from ben na ECOWAS we all have their embassies here Ejie timi fan san kwala we nyina
na mo forma de
movement no enye stipulate san kwala na emra panimu bi ne bi a waba ba yi adwuma bi a ne ama no 3 months na fe ya regularize no e wo sa de o yi
amna tete panyifo na tete wo no
look at what they are doing on that
panyifo na tete wo no o ma sam 9
panino de ono mesre bi o wa sam 9
no ti ba bi
ejie kwala na emiensa na ya de omo giba no eno ne che se omo de be bibia
wow
de atokwa na kai enya wreho se Ghana ni ba betimi akotra zoo da ho na sebe mpredua sa yam kana wa peto mu osum agagum de ato
da bi
san kola we no omote wo no ono ne yam kana onko ba bi asi
da bi
wo na uni say okwa bi o
eso kwa asawase no ho no kra de a sebe eten
se dura na jo ho no mu
nyina kokoda
so etini ma bi ho no mu a ye pese o man ni mote kro no pa mote pa na ye toto ne ma yie di a ye fa ye nansi fom na ye nya ne bi na on say na Dr. Sadiki ka no om de aso ne adade some time ago I'm a come traffic like udru ho a knife de shebo ha mu bi
no moton eton yes
na bibi ba ni tim na wa hwewe no fom na otu ni say ya keodi wo be ni pa bi
Debbie.
It may sempeni for Ghana say that ECOWAS protocol on free movement of people. No, this is not how it's supposed to work.
All right.
It doesn't stipulate like this. Munya brena mo kwaibi. Article 21 of that protocol. No, I bet show the faces. Se nipa ne ba man mu a. O nipa wa wi anyini. And wa babo so me.
Enyan kwadan ketenkete
we no. I was here chiwo nyina na ye country crow mu free buy. Let us give them to their embassies.
On forma de enko.
Wow. It is a manage Trump no. Masa, we bet akoye we wo Trump
Debbie.
And every boy source on ya hwi ya obey kakra no. On be so much and omu nyini so.
Aye.
Omu nyini. Sa boys we hon kora we nyini no. Man 10 years. Omo safi on na ba betra subin bridge na se no.
What be din some money?
And I don't be atwinchire. Jabe ko akaba ko yimi phone.
Anadwo no.
Me capture wo.
Wow.
Me ba me go see obi o any for Central Market any. Na me dro che say taxi store mo ye no. Wo drive say ya. Na ba akwa be gina ba bi a wo driver no wo no. Na ba akwa ko gina the other side.
No, I draw attention.
As o kan say bi a che say wo no so you push. Me zumi nim sa de no. Go some tra that area na atenti no. Etimi my we no wasoro say wo fom a go oyimi fom edim hu say we na me kasa na
ruwa
de na ma ruwa we na
okay
me hu say we na me kasa na me 10 me ni ko we na so order the ruwa me putu awo o die jankwala we no na mti street so a onyini a ke o want me nsra de bi o
so ntimi nkosra de bi
onyini through 15 16 18
omonna eya na omkuta aso no onyini no no abefa so sometimes say akuya mo approach wo kan mu no kura no so you different
for the free north na ba wo
ayo
omo de seasonal omo ba no ma ba ye adwuma
ko omo fa so omo approach wo
owo we omo ko ati so for the okay different
o approach wo omo fa so
we no de ono obanyini wo ha no fa so no wo gina
no ne sanka ne nanka
omo se sa de no so omo nya ska che wo aye bo
of course yes
they have bank accounts
metahwe sometimes udu ha ebi once Ghana ya adoye obi timi to a whole crate of drinks
no they akoma
wo no mto obi to kola no mu no mu bonsi reason mu tumni ka koba na obi akuta ne drink ne biscuit no koba enso ebi anasa bi wo tika ne mukura na de obedi ekura wunya bi eniye
eti omo timi sire nya sika che ye keka momu ebe che wo bosumi aketua
of course
eti odi say nyini a sa adwuma na wo kasa so no
yeah because ono ohu bi da
eti onyini a so odi no boys na omo te sumi omo da sumi no mu no ozo omo dua wo phone wa dum sumi no mu a edam sa kopie kase o
okokra
that is the group that he joins.
Anyway,
it wanted the future for Ghana.
Yes.
See a trama sanko de ya trawa yes adi we yana ubie jaisena ECOWAS protocol free. Go to Nigeria, go to
Cote d'Ivoire.
Ghana ya maniema ye fodo do mo bia timi ye di ope. To bia sesa de bi enye bia na ode ba Ghana ha ba be. I think we have to do something about it because the econo omo doso na obedu baby no ahwe ya na chesafe dia jinsemo Satam no bedu ne bia na ye ho hwenyi onyidu level bi nso a wa we odwane afi o pe no kora akofa na firi ba bi o ho no se o ne kwa enye yi o dwane
they bet say say call regional capitals ni
ba bia
everywhere
say capital bia o so mo pe ba bia traffic ti say traffic anche a untumi srade the capitals in say see traffic light because of intersections you know it may be a traffic light will be there Accra Kumasi Takoradi be a traffic light see there they are there and they are doing that
so immigration for national security for police for child right for because I'm Ghana hanti be kan sa social welfare for and afi those for women now have a part to play in combating this one, but the mood to pass over the Ujuma immigration form. One more and I said you, one more no more somewhere, one more ebura or mem Ghana. What are we doing? I feel and I said this week in Yasha definitely you will continue. Saying Yasha the Anasia, just say who the poem sibre and Sunny Bejaya ye chai. Ya kwaba na ya babedi enkomo. Nana ma ewaha me hu na che bruta. Ana?
KOD.
Good morning.
Nyamiado.
Na hoye.
Nyamiado.
Why can't I be
that? Okay. Good morning.
Why can't one get microphone be that?
Oh yes.
Sir.
You quite mo fa mommy.
Oh. Who was your allergy?
They would chira
Baba.
Say over rolly glass. Bit me the sabuma to say the na de dakani.
Yes, so far. Yes, Okumo.
I say a mandate.
So man baby. Yes. Me sometimes ya na de me ya na me ho ye over oba. Men kase obi de ho kan wanye. But ne ho fit and time bi na what ne sana be prew se wo hunu no obetimi aprew saa aso akoy nipa untimi kan chen se jai anase bisa on few kra
and be so what choice because make I one time be na me di kokwa ya toton e na bode na oboma no yes say so oboma no yes tells you so pe bibi and a message o hear do answer
on pen no opeska
and I said, me now was me way quite as I did
subsequently you didn't come out at their fall. Nana, Mammy Tiwe.
You made us say, Bedin Chia if we made him for herbal clinic. Dr. Time that so honum MOBBR or Shena Oti Kessben and ne anno pay Miss So ya say ya honum ye be and no be fair or sin a holiday medima for my banam sedabi. Ye any holiday. Ye Juma 24/7. It's a 24-hour economy. Yes, I said that.
Woodley holiday.
Any holiday.
Baby. I am somewhere here.
Okay. Also a hospital. And hospital papa be any one of my tomb. Oboma na jo 10, 11 crowd. Yes, obekwa to doctors any nurses ho no ma omo ye adwuma nti sana medima fo say ya upgrade ye ho akwa akodu nti me say yade count ba bia ne time bia bo modern so obeba medima fo ma ya na mo frɛ bi say na ye holiday mo ma ene ne ye se nkura ne nkosku mo ma me srew ye de ne ya yaresa ene yaresa so de ho no say de ma obi abre bia nti wo de ya abra ebre bia ho dodo wo no eye medima fo ena wo ba ebia waba ho no mo pen ama ya hwewo ama ya ka to say eya afa ho ba beche because ye yade ni bi ho no mo ye ntatia case ye nsebre wo ho ene ye ne yeseko obekwa akọ no madu no be we na ho ato be say infection no o ma review but omo manya stroke omo manya chronic diseases no omo de ya na ye monitor omo eya de no eye lifestyle anasa a lifetime ade diabetes no ne pressure no say ye manage enti waba ya show ni a show bre bi say ya abra na ye san hwewo a me so ebra ne so a ya abra ene de bi eye nie insan say omo gi medima fotum na omo gi ye no tum nti no say diabetes kura na won so ene ye manage ama na hwe ne bre no say memba ana na hoedi infection ba ye mama na ma bi me de mo se membra me se
obi ane ne
yade oh ena ne yie mu nso nti ne ye ne sa me gi di say enu aya ne ye de ma wo mo ene adesua ye de ma wo mo afutu ye de ma wo mo no eya wo mo di so abua wo mo enti won se ye nipa ne ye bibifo e de ade ne ekoyie ma me de a ene ye de enti de wo se me sa akro enti me srew eye ekoyie ma wo de but sambra na doctor enhwew na onhu se de wo kan ye na wodi so obu akwampa waba wama ne rules bi no wakwa akodi so a ene wahwe no na won se yade na du mpempen so bi no e wo so sesa ne de ma no eni kwan se wo san ye de wo ye na se be ya ayaresa ne be ye ntem so entimi se e ya abra kuma se asei ya wo atwema ebu akwa agogo enkran e ye pokua se ma yewa mo hwe TV so no ye numbers no egu screen no so wuti en radio so a e ye 0244 77 42 82 0244 77 42 82 and 0500 72 15 0500 72 15 medical catcher say nyare one bi entatia case ebi infection into we bema na sebi de bia ensuo egugu de bia san egu ade ne ho ade ne fon na efon eya na emu hyehyew emu ya wo ya meso entatia case ade ne ebia eya abra medimafo na ntempa na ye ma waduro sa na wo ye oba so na sebi wo ma ye nkoye eya na wote pampan bi ewo ho eya wo nso ensuo gu se wakona ma wia so na chese ensuo agugu wo na sebi wasa adwonso afamode wo bedu fia obie so na chese obia enya hwene kora sente no na age baabia eye wo haw se wan hwe ne yi a ede wo haw kese ene beba because eye sa no na ede ichisi ba bo se na ehwo ye ohene na wuti no na ayekro won na mesre ojo so fama na eye wo ya wo ba medimafo a eno no ye nsaibre ewo ho ye be hwe ne yesiesie ontam so ama ho ato afa obi a wo se osisi ye wo ya sisi ya de ne de eye abra ne nya ne ntam because eno de within 30 minutes ne ama ho ato me ba ye me nua ba ma wotene de so fatene de so eno wo de ye adwuma wa wo gina wa so ye masom omo ya no omo gina kwa ya take no wo gina de so wo de one na ye de ba wo gina osisi so enti ya afa osisi ne bra wo bia adwuma oye no sisi ne di makotene enti se ko ba se osisi ho ka na akwa dwen oba medima for within 30 minutes sisi no se mututu wo se je owimwim se ehhehye wo se eye wo ya ebeko ama ho ato wani so yo wisi ni nyina antatia case ade no e na mebobo so no obi se me de ye koda na insonia me kokete so amintumi na me pa cho bra medima for na ye ma waduro eno ye nsaebre e wo ho afei mesrem uti air condition mu kra na wo swete onya adwuma bia obeda be sori na wote bre e wo widie nim e ya bra na ye nhwew ene ye hu se kidney yade no eteta haban so na eba na nsencheni ne bi eno no tum se obi ono mu abaabi enwunu pa na wo hye enso de wi a ne ho si tim fifre no ahomete oba medimafo ni nyina na ye be hwe o kidney no na ohaw aba ho a entempa na ne ahwe esiesie e de ama entena wono mu a e ma ne nkodu baabi afede ye se ade se ye ye dialysis eba sa na efieja edum ba medimafo na doctor emwa afa me pa cha obi a ne de eye cancer e na aba on se cancer yade no ha dwen me so bra obi so se me de ye ulcer me de me ulcer ne de ejina mebu ano me didi a na mebu nyina ehhehye me obi so se me de no ewo ma medidi twa ne emu enti se aduane koto me yemu a me ntumi kra oba medimafo herbal hospital a ulcer no type bia wo no ye be hwe atreatiu ama ho atowei enye kone bra bia eye gina hoje ni bia aha o ye na ne ye hwa ama waduro a wo kwa akono mu a wo benum bewie no na wa yaresa ekita wo atwema ebu akwa agogo kumase ase medimafo eho ene ewo enkran eye pokuase mayewa numbers no eye 0244 77 42 82 and 0500 72 15 afa me pa cha se wo pa wo a medimafo sebra awo ne de ode cheche sanse medimafo nko a na awo adro onyi sika oso oba ne be ma no emra na onhwemo ba bia afomso wo no na wasiesie internet dro no eye one touch edro no eye one touch mokọ na monnom na mudi a afa eno ano no won ha ho se me ko 10 rounds ansa na ye adwuma da bi wonya nom ya mudi ya edem tira de no waje oba no ha be se minua be me wo so ne ho na enti ade no ho oba na ye de ma wi a e ya da ho che kakra e ma ni bi pentem ade ne ye ya na wo sore me se wo pa wo a on se be ma ni ne wo hia na ne ho sane na e ya atwen empre wo ho sore wo kɔ he da wo kakra na ade ne ntimi nsane obi ono mu ane de no oye ya no wasori to bon sesmem sire kra entimi enko enti wa ba doctor ahwe we so bibia ye okay anamfom so bi ho wa ma waduro ama wa treat wo ho a ye de awode na ema wo wonya no ya ba ma no yu adwuma na me so da ho na emfa efa wi a eno anu na be fa nso enti me so eya abra na medimafo emwa o eno de mu wie na se dem doctor da nyinsen no ma owo fa ne ho fa ne ba na afi ne owo ho no no wone mu aka enti bra yade bia eye wo no me so ma mo yade so a enchese yentumi ensa eya abra medimafo na doctor emwa o eye stroke a within 2 weeks se wabubu agu ho a doctor ema wa sorry diabetes ne pressure ne ye manage enti me so bra na ye manage mfama o entna wono mu kase me de me diabetes idie na wona ase atatai na wo de yi ho ana ade atwa me entumi nkoda eno no enya ade a ebeboa oba ye behwe ya manage bibia ede amaw na me sorry no on se me ntimi manko wa abra bibibi popropo kakraka otele yemfa nya adwuma enti se wo ye fro se be wo fufuo na ade abewo ma na eba tu hofo na medimafo ne ma wo ma papa aidi wo fufuo
correct one pa
bibia enkoye me ba cha atwuma ebu akwa agogu kumase ha yatena ye no ewo enkran okuya se mayira ye numbers no ba bia wo bia wotime frene Dr. Edin Komo
0244 77 42 82
and 0500 72 15 kai say yare ne yare for widimafo medimafo herbal clinic doctor time.
That's so.
That's
it. Nana ena otini kano. Mamenke ka messages ni kakra na yasan wo galamsey issue ba ko also address. Galamsey no eteti amanfo papa. Ofa yebeba na yedi hu komo. Ba mamenka messages ni kakra na aba begum na fe yento aso ewia ye ka galamsey ni wia yebedi dwa kakraba na kwan wo hwa ebia homatrofo no na monsuma wuramu bi we ese Kojobuedi Kumawu or say Boduma say what happened yesterday is telling us that Ghana will move forward. Okay, Kojobuedi Edie and no good morning, KOD 95% cost. Save is a positive news for our independence. I think President Mahama is poised for development. God bless our homeland and make us great and strong. Santia Chim this year, Kifusu Ewojansa. Ena odiwe abraying ene no pay we say KOD please tell the MPP party members that a good climbing deserve a push. Okay, yakini asaren so ena odiwe and so abraying. Dankwah when you say Ghana is 68 years now, so we have to change our minds and our attitudes. So let us all join hands in the development of the country. So let's reset the country by stopping doomso and banning imported goods from abroad, and the country will be in its real feet, on its real feet. Greetings to Chairman Koka and my uncle Apia Stadium, because he really deserves an appointment in this government. All right, President Mahama is now calling for peace among the people of Boku. Meanwhile, during the election 2024, he was creating hatred and inciting the people of Boku against the MPP in order to win 100% total vote cast. After the damage has been caused, and now you are finding a way to solve it. Yao Jemfi Ewo Kumasi Ena Oduwe Abraham Schiffman Ewo Atonsu Kumasi. It's so sad that Ghana is 68 and we still go to the toilet at the beach and bushes, and corruption has eaten too much into our moral fiber. I can only hope and pray that we will learn to be self-disciplined and ensure that we develop our country with a renewed mental fortitude. Regards to all MPP media patriots in Ashanti region, and also at the end. Good morning, Kyodi. Ejapia. These women doing that is not good at all. They have young children who impregnated them. At times, some people bring them food or drinks at Amakom Children's Park. I've heard that they come from Niger, from Patimo. All right, Patimo, EDM, I don't know. So I request for the message you read last time. You didn't give it to me. Meaning message kura wokan. So come back again. We say Dr. Mwakohene. Okay, let me read it from here. Hey, Kyodi, good morning. Hey, John Mahama promise is becoming too much every day. You are promising Ghanaians because you know some of Ghanaians are not illiterate, okay, and have short memory. So you are taking advantage of that and fooling us every day. Sewa Osunyane. Kyodi, for all what you are seeing in now, NDC is making propaganda against MPP government and on that because of politics. John Mahama and NDC members told the whole world that the MPP government didn't like human beings. Now NDC is in power and we are waiting for John Mahama and Amwakuhene what they will do about it. Prince Ewon Cranson or the way about Mr. Host, I'm very surprised about John Mahama when he went to Volta region because of the Sea Defense Project was there from Rollins' time and John Mahama was in government. For 5 years, the question I'm asking John Mahama, Sea Defense Project is not new to you. Kwame Bedu Okeng University Campus. Kyodi, now Paraguay is ambulance. Kyodi, we are not in Kumasi or in Ghana here. And John Mahama promised them when he became a president, he will allow them to use it ever. They wanted to drive to John Mahama for you. Okay. Dr. Maakye, stop talking because it's becoming too much and you're President John Mahama. Now you are not in a position. You are in government. You promised to stop Galamsey. Come to Amankranso. Galamsey is still going on day in, day out. You are in Kumasi here, so you know Kumasi problem. Do something and stop the propaganda from Edu Kofi Edjeso and or the way bring and anope. Good morning, Kyodi and Wofa. He said one thing is our so-called honorables and leaders are the main orchestrators of these issues. So is our time you give no political party representation or representative opportunity to come and arouse or irritate us on your morning show. The fourth arm of government, the media, my only trust in Ghana's governance. Kroski Ewa Pankrone and Oduwe Abre. Please, Kyodi, do we have leaders in this country called Ghana? If we have leaders, this thing will not go on. Or can and Kwadano Ediano and also Ediodi Abba. I don't know. However, Yanko Jaso Emre na afi yembe Galamsey ne kakra na yemia ho watrofono
afi Yanko Jaso ane de ni kire CFAO for asoye CFAO se mfanto onim se due to track bia was a construction cars dey construction no tipper track ne de ka ho excavators ne ade nyina na omo obi and a haulage articulators ne cargo cars so an yema nyina no because CFA ho afi medium trucks for distribution of business and companies of distributor more anwani ade no mo so cars atwe ne me de ko nyina say excavator na apaya construction niema wo de koye agriculture mining operation forklift and warehouse niema cars de saniema kogu house ne forklifter eyi niema ni nyina no CFAO equipment ho na kwa ubenya papa CFAO Mobility Ghana to say your number one stop solution for all types of brands of heavy and medium duty trucks more Mercedes-Benz de ho your Fuso Shackman trucks so bia bottom construction equipment if you level aba ni nyina bi ho afi quality Toyota forklifts no so echepa afi super comfortable buses also we took a bus we are put a bomb ground that the car fast so and these super comfortable buses a free MCV ni ken long sibia the mode quarter crade elubo the mode call a flower the other con crying ni nyina no ope bus sakese papa bia CFAO sebra na ni nyina bi enso e wo masoye Kumasi CFAO for e wo edum Harper Road kwan a ifi KM e de eco electricity unam Vodafone and Telisa nim ho kwan na free electricity saniaba friends saying KM no free electricity runabout no so the banks the opposite no who san na abun se CF4 wo mo e wo ekwan mu pa no mni nkomo 020 222 1407 020 222 1407 afi 03322 022 201 03322 022 201 so
right and when you break so person okọ university now to audition so sabri ameka say baby ade be kire bia no yatum unya kwan but Kessben University see enkancho say akonya ewo ho e de maw de hia so kuta o credit passes no and will core areas passes and when you nyina okaka grades mboma be 36 na chese qualify say obe pick form na forms no benya bi o multi credit savings and loans limited branches bi e wo Ghana sanso na KUC City campus a ben Asida House edun Kumasi na Asida House no di entrenimum Kessben Media Office Kumasi ne nkran okohon ma obenya forms no bi ato kodwo de na ene ye mbehwimbom your courses ahodo bebre ho no ma C2 na city modern trends of a business ekwa so a year adwuma ebi anything your business administration obetumi ay accounting and also obetumi ay marketing obetumi ay human resource management and also banking and financing finance sounds near war information and communication technology courses or a bachelor of science or computer science entrepreneurship your a bachelor of arts and no media and communication studies and also your print and broadcast journalism in public relations and advertising and also your other programs be what to say BA politics and international relations, BA public administration and then leadership studies, BSc nursing, BSc midwifery, BSc logistics and procurement and supply chain management, BSc computer science and entrepreneurship. Now Sentia also don't have about Kessben University here. Yannick University for the Hubom to real certificate no a University form and a amount your flexible curriculum and faculty. Sounds no flexible class schedules T2 and one more omoye juma weekend obetimi abba school no so weekdays na ontimi emba advanced academic facility great student experience and support student internship program impressive global community positive and supportive connection in a job driven programs we yana just wenya ejuma fre mpay for 0501 63 73 83 0501 63 7383 and 0264 170475 na yanyo so
Kessben Travel and Tour na air free Kessben Travel and Tour say fan to nim say we ase be bia peso to kwan ko bia no body an hwe mo bo no mo a krobo ho a unya nko ho da na fe kura na otu kwan a tumika ne bra Kessben Travel and Tour no mo chiro so man na wo koso no ukuduru a hotel we na wetumi da ma yi flight ticket out be kro and afi flight kro edu pre kro e de kro no maybe o metro so my way de okwa flight we na fa eboa wo ticket no bo no say okwa hotel reservation ni nyina o be nyina ma ansa na wakọ and you say se wo obi a odi huni na wodwuma so ni a Kessben Travel to bitim kra de air ticket na de tu kwan kwam na friu na okoba aba betua we de emu da hopa ante na pai emu obi fa ho sa enko hye ebo ase Kessben Travel and Tour no omuni nkomo fo akonto nsem enyina kama se dum Asida House abosemu first floor ena omo ne won kasa wo 020 943 4999 020 943 4999 so
MTN for say your sign improve your service na improve no after one na say you the extra abeka home we free after one get the extra ababeka ho kanena nka free after one no na chese oya 1 minute 10 minutes bia nanka kekwe na kate say almost 1 hour continuous uninterrupted obstruction bia nim na wakasasa na wetua for just 6 minutes of the 1 hour just say timedu bia no wetua first 1 minute na edikan dia kai 9 minutes na free by this time enkate na say enei woni je ho a na wa dial star 550 hash me sense so star 550 hash na fe wodi aye instruction ne prompt ne memo wachi na fe wa register o wi a afi o pick phone na so dofo bi na afre na ene 1 hour na dem o kasasa fi ha to konongo no interruption no wetimi edi wo nkomo enso awie na de ewo ho enso no right mesramo ma yenko na afi yenhwe galamsey site no niamai se baby a akura koduru no areho in fact ehiase yeka na yebekoso aboho a kopem se yebetimi aka amano awie se enei se de ofa yemfa bibia nto ho no measure, no matter what. Se foresta yesimwa ye disa. So fear ne bebe urasia ye timi die wure fie na se. And the regional minister ko pie mu oduma se no. Okohu bridge bi no mo digada na wura beji na se. Enya asem kuma ema ene oso mo nya ehwehwemu ewo ho. De aba beto nti da ben ene ebetimi afiri sa ade anim se edi enya. Nanso yentimi emfiri eho enko. Wafa
Keodi, enya reho enya nwanwa. Se Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. One said na otwimi no kra ense nyamri.
Enru ye da bi.
Ena oba ye besen kohwe site ya. Wo mo eye se da bi ye be stop amanfo achichiri bi. Adobe wura, me so mo ye pictures na ye ka no.
We adobe wura.
Adobe wura. Adobe wura ho de we fresh o.
Yesi obakoye na.
Obakoye na.
Ono mkosi mu.
Oba na omuyiyi excavators no. Ofri hwa eni asande ade akogum a chese se de omusi dwiri forest no ehu enwanwa na sa o kai se nansen ono ane region elembelo so o ti de si
o omukoya aye NDC chairman o ho se wo ma kwan ma tax force na ebe ye djuma no o ma na mane Omamona nti say omo eba the impunity whole national task force eba be yadwuma
yan kan kire wo constituency chairman say
chairman
ene ye beba
aba
let us say what protect wo it because of that the castle block kwan say
ye mo bie wura kuronim ena omo so ntimi nwuram they couldn't
come omo ntimi nwuram no sa asai ba
am say omachi ekoye but I know there to be frank I'll blame them.
We blame them say.
Oh, say a national assignment. Nti se kromani nyina na akwa. And I say what is there? Enti nei.
Keodi.
Ya mo kwan se omu nwura ho.
I have said it time and again here say. Galamsey, si enye politics emfiri mu a, ye ntimi fight. Ene ya ye ka say. So obi benya akokoduro say minister abase ye stop it. Okoya medemfidie kwa akoya. Onye party guru obetimaye.
Debi. But that is the level of impunity.
Enti busa won say MPP constituency chairman ena catastrophe ba kono MPP go to opposition. Obetimi
you can never do that.
Military task force
never.
Never. Because my buy na ba.
You can never do that.
You be see kama Ghana for ne mpanifo nyina ate say my buy na ba no. Eno na say obi ade di bone obi ade ye de ope the Ashanti regional minister ene mpanifo origin mu so muni mu aye kai omo say wo mu ati adobe awura ene nkawe eguso omo ye galamsey ni sesia no say nipa bi ni party ni weta omo chi a they can't do what they are doing now.
Of course yes.
It can never happen. Eti Dr. Franka Makwene said no aka so kokko no no mesrew mo mesi nko na mo nkohwe
enti ohwe screen so na da ho no adobe wura ana wenya adobe wura adobe wura
chese ne be 3
mo pacho mo nyina we mono
foforo kra
na da ho no
the machines are there right now for back the other one bra obon sem
machine si ho no ti ade na yesi omunyi mfiri ho
be say omanyi anko ba bia
omunyi be si ho mo de ko she ba
minister ne we ya no mo sa ya adikogun mu and party people are behind it.
No.
The forest is still being destroyed. Why no mugu so me dey? No. Eti mo ma me kan kire say ye fight galamsey obra ye nim sa de ne dey e koso. Eti mo nkonko hwe say ukoduro na ye ade a yetu ndada abehu.
Yeah.
Ukona say foforo so a ubehu. Because previous government ye can the same thing. Say abai no omo ye adwuma na nya the protection of the security because all buy na power tin omo ye dey omo ye abai we buy no exercise the same thing na ekoso it on the face of it ye catch us ade na ejaye but ekoso they see ye wo elembelen dia dance ye kire say we dey firi garochi o say task force no ba no yes kwan say mo amoya mane ntia man kwan amama why should you be informed? Yeah. Adwuma be no be operation eje no mo be ye ye bo obi amane a na ye beba na obi afi
anase na kabeba na ko bia ho na
da ye mo mamane ye se ba de na mugum na mo ye is that what they are trying to tell us?
That's the Ghana we live in.
eti ya de eguso ayeka de ebenya bia no da bia de beba Asante regional minister one mpanimfo yesrem de ekoso no se woda wodi minister chi na mokoye you should know say ade no you should have this intelligence this bia aka se wonim no why wadwen se onye dey onka gawe bia party for na dey MPP for sa no me no party for ya na akata so na soldier for correct guardian so ka ba bia soldier for cooperation no omko na a soldier for so ho a omo so guard say for enu e bi na say ye dey ekosoro the president is busy now afi no ototo na ban na mampani tia ye ka cha ne say wo ma ne security agency omo ye adwuma no hunu say minister bara no koe no sell in Adobeura they are still doing it omo the China for so asa be gum enya Ghana for no nko na ye
omakofa foreigners no China for na
begum one no ma chi so home Togo for home Burkina for China for
foreigners no
so make us Ghana ye free ni ntino obetimi yakwa China ko ye galamse ya che wa ebobo to akun
that is the issue
mimi nua Ghana ni na be kofa manfra for say ombra mesemi nsuo no say masase no wie nyansika no ne sika ne ko na yetia na enkora num subone nya emu yade akana ne ehu bi da this is the nation that we want to build here and 68 after independence no
you're a long way we have a long way
there be enko baby
right 0551599933 be 5 minutes me fam bi mba no atwa ne tia mai 0551599933 obetimi aba homa no so na onien anso ache ensem mienu ena ya boso pa ewo ha de edikan aye enkwada na na se womo mo free wo kuro mu o aba betena Ghana ha na womo agi ya nkwan so afa ya enei ho ensensem ewo ha sanso ena gadamse no ho ensem oba na na ache oba no wotwa ne sia ade amai wadarma
hello entivo that's so they are freedom about big someone hotel Baba mechiao pa no na mechiao Elias ye how ya mani e kwada na musu ale so sene ye kontompa ye policy ye ni akro no krobe ye nyame adom e pia ni nyina wonka sa obi anka de ha no ye nya bia obi anka obi anya obi ahwe because aban papa ba president me da wase amechia prophet wa na mechia ma ofilia president papa bi Solomon mama national no na the American say san kwale ya semu ya yeke hwe eye me wawa to the sense say o mele mi wa de kura asa de boni bia ya so ba papa ene solitia san kwale mi see adampa me ba mokom o be fa wa be see kase o mo be 10,000 na wo kwa no ma so na say o mo ne ma bi o mo ye say o mo space kalo nya no tinta su afa card mo be go so Mr. Senya ni enso so wa mo so ebe wi afi a kina na nsa wonyini na so oni adwuma bia no atitiro no de abesi so ebe ye kakra no no obetu amban na be anya se ya bi na ye Senya na ye ko fa ko e ba because no oni property bia oni eja bia wa ha eti wonu maja bi hwe agua enya ne wanwa Mr. Semu ye be kasa to the sense a presi for ya KOD o mu gina mo hoyi eti a presi for eti mo frɛ mo ma ye ho to ye kakra a person for ye jina mo hoyi KOD me see no na me ka from them so me install free wo e mo driver for no nya no nya say a driver for so twa ya be wo go ka mo say person for le ju mo sika dodo until so mo je a 20 cities en yomele no
all right
adai
ya da se ene one ena otirin kanu 0551599933 hello good morning
Apanyin kasia me pacho apum dise
me wo ye pa na so e
abade adaroma me ho den bi di ni takini atresu na mbutu a okra me kasai
yo
kodi ha ma me frimu de
minimu da
am me frimu
me ma yako pa
ne me nde be ya na oche wo sesu kupa ko de bi ho a ma ye wani
mate
da se pa kakra me tan se pe ma kan sini nya pa ka garanti sensem no kodi me ni hu se ye ne mre ba kwa se betu ase o ba ti ase mo pa gidigidi ne da ba ti so nusi person o mo de mo nia no mo ayen she no mo ye ba gidigidi anu anu no ye ba ye to se pa ye sre e na no hemfo ani aban come because Krobia will rap. The abandoned for not come home, see but to Galam Sasia. He but Krobia, you are Galam, or him ornament, and then for ornament, omen, the Abam one need to me, I'm for to me, so one to us. I'm a few communism is common sense ornament. Not about myself, I want the concession. But yet you are there, then the common sense way, more channel. No, me another for our hand. The Kwabena to me, and dear friend, Sabina have cost one. That you are going again. You can't. Yet, but you didn't break that. I'm for them come home. You ain't to us here. A bassa, a baby, not if you togo, up by the science, I say, you, over China, not what come Hanum, up park to Chrome. No, what China, I want him to Chrome. Yeah, almost a call.
Medase pa nyame ensham me pick me last one afi ya sorry dwumadie no so na sports dwumadie no aba abetwa so ene anope omra sejulaka enso ebeba na afi ode agudi honsem abre ma menko asante mampon na menkofa aye asante mampon amwakwata wumuda over.
Hello,
good morning.
Hello.
Wava, good morning.
Good morning, Kwabena.
Nampa Jompo Boko de.
Boko, Boko, Michione, or Fakufia Pierre. Kwabena Galam Senu na me kakakra. Galam Senu, yes, Wamutuno, manage home. The Monsieur Humuna, Mede Casimini. Galam Senu, Nasituno. A bayad and papa, meaning baby, I would do Galam Senu be woman. Na mani ohun se aban yo tiswe mra no mo ntia ba no so na ba ba ko no o ma na ko wo mo nchen ko ka chi o mo se mo ntu abammen e to ntu abammen ni enya ye mo te se enya mo sam ne ma na mtu na sika kokko no asas no so no enya ban no ti so ne de yakopon na odi amamo enti mo ntu Kwabena so what can say we actually will be na bautu na ba o ti so na ya o di ma pam no wo to aba mo bampa wo ti o ka chen se wo etu ni kai di ka o mo kan de o mo kan keke am obi ade se wo mo ka ba se wo be jai pa de wo mo fi na e kira ka ho mi se wo mo na mo kwa se wo mo ntu en kai wo mo ka se mo me nyina yenyai Galam said no man into me coso. So by your money, ya my yes, you yes, I sing you in a qua. That's some papa bang and I'll be pam yen. Independent force. So we do a quote Diana. More very ye be one as Sacofedi. And so Mokayano, and when the Babato almost on. It may be gay, be hit to emperor. So we to be pump one would so I won't cross woman to and womutu. So in Indian, better not talk as we are. It won't kind of crime will be at the almost palm woman. Almost come and look at K. You be no actually says over my woman guy, but the master.
Oh, yeah, I say, or farm wakwata and I'll pick our hotel in Kano, right? Yeah, this is I'm picking the last. Okay, yen fancy. Na yen sorry so, but over, yes, me wish you happy birthday, baby. Birthdays be what I say. Mami say. Okay. Me say. Happy birthday, Nkoma Dada Benji. Patron fan to Sumame. Dada Benji, a CEO of a Benji Furniture. With Derek Kwan Berfi, and or the way by say Dada Benji never would that and we show happy birthday. Over.
Happy birthday, son. Kona Medema Ura Anthony Henry Darkon. Yura Anthony Henry Darkon otutu ni kente kama pa so pages Ura Anthony Henry Darkon ene eyewa woda ene wanya emfie por eduoche
80 years
yeah to we ifri Ira Sylvester Kojo Darkon
okay
ene papa no incidentally the ba ya ono so de to no ane ho Ura Anthony Darkon ono de ba Sylvester or celebrating the papa the basso no tono ya no say abemua Sylvester Kojo Junior
Ono so di na woda ne.
So swag pa. Ono di na woda.
Ono ne nana.
Ne nana.
I see.
Na Tira Sylvester.
Okay.
Edun so ase ho and out on t-shirt ne niema hodo account. Waja eno ba. Omunyina edi a woda na ye hye omo all the best.
All right. Mireni Kwabena osu Dankwah oti ofa Kofi Apianka. Malam Yaya ene aya adwachirwa ena hye dwumadi de bro. Stefan
Kwate. Me ba bibi. Antifani.
Okay.
Antifani. Can no age more came revenue division.
Okay.
Antifani. Uti ye pa. Baby a will be ama e chew and ano pay we show the best of.
Yes, sorry, ama